I figured we should bring this up since this is important. This is an article from IndieWire. Dune Part 2 is official. Denis Villeneuve's sequel set at Warner Brothers with theatrical release. So we're not going to see this on streaming. But look, I screwed up by not seeing this in theaters, and maybe I might go still see it. But I'm happy. I'm definitely going to go see the sequel in theaters, definitely. And I think that this is a good film. And I forgot to mention the opening sequence of this film it says Dune Part 1. And I saw that and I was like, okay, interesting how they left that in there. And now we are officially going to get Part 2. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Denis Villeneuve. This 2-part adaptation of Frank Herbert's novel Dune. The opening weekend box office was 41 million. That's pretty good, man. That is pretty damn good for this film. 41 mil is something you can hang your hat on, man. That's a good ROI for, a pandemic film. That was, that's pretty good because Blade Runner 2049 did not do well, which I didn't love that film. I still don't. But I do like Dune a lot better. I do think this is better than 2049. But yeah, this made 45 million. I'm just checking it out, making sure. It usually says on IMDb. Or I can go to Box Office Mojo. But if it did make 45 mil, we'll just stick with it. Legendary Entertainment is officially given the green light. Dune Part 2. Yeah, because the title card, like I said Dune Part 1. And it ends on a cliffhanger. The end of this film, I forgot to mention, the end of this film, it's not even a cliffhanger, really. Because I did not like the ending of this film at all. It's almost like they didn't have anything to end it on. Like, what cliffhanger is it, He gets inducted into this group, and that's it. I mean, the cliffhanger is, I guess, what goes next with the group. I mean, there's definitely things to build on, but there's no cliffhanger. I don't think there's a cliffhanger at all. And that was one of the problems I had with it. For a first film, there should be just something that sinks into you and makes you want to watch the second one. Like, I'm not itching to really, I'm excited they're making a second one, but again, I wasn't really itching for it. He joins them at the end of the film, like I mentioned. Earned 220 million counting at the box office globally. That's pretty good. And obviously it's on HBO Max. And yeah, so they got Part 2 going. Yep, we already know he's writing the script. Denis is back to do the second one. This is only the beginning. Yeah, we saw that. And I'm sure they're going to make series and stuff if this second one is really successful. And I really hope it is, man. I hope the second one really gets dark and gritty. And has this very, satisfying ending. Anyway. Yep, so we'll get October 2023 is when it's been announced. In theaters. Interesting. Post-production during lockdown. Films world premiere at Venice Film Festival. Yeah. There's no such thing as Dune 1 and Dune 2. It's Dune Part 1 and Dune Part 2. If they split into 2 parts, then it would have to take a total box office disaster for Part 2 to not get made. Which they did not have. But, yeah. So, that's that. But,